To say my trip in the Lake District was wet would be an absolute understatement. I can't really think of any words that would come to mind barring wet through, wet as a dog, raining cats and dogs, silent it down, anything you can think of. It's probably one of the wettest rides, almost beating Italy. Yes, I did say Italy. But today we're going to be doing Grizedale Forest, a little bit of a sneaky route with a few extra additions. However, it isn't without its issues, and we actually lose 2 riders.
Never on it, ever.
This is what I got when I was in the lakes. It's the Lake District doom again.
The conditions were just too wet, and they both broke down. Now, you know I have the worst luck when it comes to the Lake District, but touch wood, thankfully, even though that doesn't sound good for the other riders, I managed to get through unscraped. Welcome to Grizedale Forest.
Welcome to day 2 in the lakes, and we're up at Grizedale today. We're doing the Grizedale Grit. And what I've had to do here at the bike shop, I've had to get a front mud guard put on, because literally yesterday when you're bombing downhill at speed, so much water hits you in the face you can't see where you're going, and if you put your glasses on when the rain's really coming down again, you can't see where you're going. So better safe than sorry. And there's Tony, the onesie gang, and over here we've got Mark.
There.
We've got Mark and Victoria.
Hi.
What are you doing? Look at that, look at that. What's that? Somebody's put, you've got some bird muck on top of your helmet, what's that? Anyway, let's get going.
No pressure, Mark. But hurry up, go fast.
So we've got Mark in front. Oh my God.
The lens. Moving on.
See, put the water in my eyes, honestly. A couple of little slippery sections in there, I think.
That's a little bit.
Well done, gentlemen. I had to take those gloves off. I just had to. Yes, my hands are freezing again. I've got a heat warmer in there. I just couldn't feel the brakes. Couldn't turn the camera on or off. And it just felt really strange riding. Almost like riding with oven gloves on, if that makes sense. It was just like no response from the bike. Awful. So I've got these on. I'd rather have cold hands and be able to feel the bike. So on this ride you actually get to ride down a few streams, or what would actually be probably a bridleway, but with it being so wet and it's raining here for a month now, which is quite an experience. It's really cool. Unfortunately Vic's bike, battery's completely gone, it just will not switch on, which is worrying, but looks like Vic's gonna have to go to the bike shop in Keswick that I went to when I had the problems with the iBike. Oh no, not the high bike error.
I've never had one, ever.
Come here. It's not.
I thought I can't be going 51 miles an hour.
It's not good news.
I've never had an error on it, ever.
Well, it's just an e-bike, it's nothing to do with high bike. So we may have to get off the mountain and try and get our bike fixed, which is a shame because we've still got another 3 days riding here in the lakes. But anyway, I'm pissed it through, as you can see. But anyway, let's head yonder. Heidi 2's waiting down there. I'll find it, you can ride it.
I mean, bloody hell.
I had an error.
Oh.
Yeah.
What was the
Never
error?
had an error ever on this bike. 3 weeks out of warranty, I get an error.
What was the error? 51, I think.
Oh, that's milk, that's water, that one.
Is it?
Ah, they're always water. Go in front. So we checked the bike out, we've managed to get rid of the error setting. But as you know, here in the Lake District, I had exactly the same issue. The error came up and it turned out for me that it was a completely new motor. So it's working for now. Hopefully it's just the amount of water and maybe the contacts of the battery have got wet. She has got 2 batteries on the bike. So if we have to, we'll take one off and see if that fixes it. But the Lake District doom strikes again. And let's just hope that doesn't ruin her holiday as it did for me that last time when we ended up getting a completely new bike. So she's got 3 weeks left in the warranty, so talk about almost good timing. Well, that's the thing with e-bikes, isn't it? I certainly wouldn't want to do this on a normal bike. It's very tiring, but yeah, fingers crossed.
Even in these horrible, grimy, wet, dirty conditions, there are some great trails, some really great, fast single track here in Grizedale Forest. And I can imagine if you come here in summer, you would be able to absolutely fly down some of these trails. Quite technical, some nice little switchbacks in places, and it's just got that grimy, gritty feel. When the forest is very close to you and it's wet, it's got that beautiful pine forest smell. Again, I probably will come back here in summer and we'll do a re-review, but even in these conditions, these trails were just so much fun with the bike slipping all over the place.
Oh, stop! Brakes. Quite a bit of brake fade there with the water on them. Well, I'm trying to video you, so I need to be reasonably close.
I just don't want to submerge you most of that stuff. Well, these are not too bad, but you don't know what's underneath.
No, I don't want to. My motor's out of warranty, so.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh yeah. Oh, that was like that rocky shifting it too. Oh my word. That completely knocked my foot off the pedal.
Hey mate, not the whole bike sideways. And also the rock, it was literally about that big. It probably weighed 70 kilos and you actually moved it.
Wow. Reminds me of Italy.
Yeah. That was full on.
Well, it turned out to be the worst possible news ever. Unfortunately, Vicky's high bike was completely finished. There was no electrical signal whatsoever. We all imagined it was going to be water ingress, so Vicky had to meet us at the bottom of the mountain and try and make her way back. But it wasn't the only high bike to break on this day.
And unfortunately, we may be down to 2. We've got another high bike with some issues now. A few problems with water. It's going to be water ingress with the motor, no doubt. It's that wet today, it's ridiculously wet, obviously, but touch wood. No problems with this one so far. Of course, the ride isn't over yet, but yeah, great looking enduro bike that. I really like it. It's a beast. Smile, Big T.
We're told all sorts of things when it comes to cleaning your e-mountain bike. Don't get the seals wet. Try and not get it drenched. Well, a mountain bike is there to be ridden in the dirt and the muck, and I know what you're going to say. Well, it's your fault if it breaks. But I can think of 2, one particularly very well-known rider and one that rides for Orange, and their videos were online on YouTube where they dunked it in a canal to clean their bike. Well, it's funny that those videos have now disappeared. Maybe, just maybe, the manufacturers told them to take them down. Now, these bikes get wet, mucky and dirty, and it certainly isn't going to stop me riding.
Tony was flying. Did that fir tree smack you in the face? It got me right in the face. There's Big T. His bike is conked out and we all know that pain. We're having to push up and we've got another 2,500 feet of climb. So we have been giving him a push all the way up in turbo to help him, and on these little not so steep sections we'll save some battery and we'll give him a hand as we get further up. yeah, it sucks when your bike breaks. Morning ladies. Well, Croc Crag up there. Not only has Tony's bike decided to die, now he's got a puncture. The curse of the high bike, or is it the curse of the Lake Districts? And I don't wish it on anybody, but as many of you know, usually when we're up in the lakes, it's me. Everything breaks, I break, everything. Are you ready for this, Mark?
Puncher.
He's going to punch you.
Yeah.
Sweet baby Jesus and all the disciples.
Oh, I've broken another spoke, and it's coming out the spoke.
These things are sent to testers, ladies. Look at them, they don't care. They're up here munching away. It definitely looks like Crow Crag. I think Crow Crag has an extension on the side.
So my commiserations to Vicky, who had to get her bike fixed. Unfortunately, it's a completely new motor, new Bosch motor. And Tony, well, I'm still waiting to find out what's actually happened to his bike, but I salute you, sir. It's never a good thing. It's extremely stressful when your bike breaks, especially when you can't fix it there on the trail, and when it's electronic or it's the motor. It's the worst. As many of you know, when I booked my holiday last year up here for 3 days, and then I was going to ride at Whitby, the bike broke, the motor broke after the first 15 minutes of the first mountain, and it completely ruined my holiday and put me in a very low ebb for a long time. But Raceco, as you know, Raceco Cycles stepped up and they helped me get the new bike. So it was miserable from here on the tops with horizontal rain. It got worse and worse and worse, but everybody made it back with no injuries, and you can't ask for a better 4 days in the lakes, because the lakes can really be aggressive in certain places. The mountain can giveth and the mountain can take away. It just wasn't my time this time. I'd like to thank the mountain bike amigos for sticking up with me for the 4 days and making me guide them through some horrible weather and some conditions. I hope you did enjoy yourself, but as with all these things, I'll get out there and find them, and if you want to ride them, you can always download my GPX files. If you want to support me and the channel, and you want to give me a little thumbs up and a little bit of support, you can buy me a cup of coffee if you want to, via Buy Me a Coffee, and you can also join the Patreon if you'd like to come out and join me for a ride, and that includes some discounts on some top brands such as Endura and Garmin. Anyway, I'll find it, you can ride it. I shall see you in some more Lake District videos, possibly coming soon, but chances are I'll be back up in Yorkshire or the Peak District. Have a cracking new year, and I shall see you in some more trails coming real soon. Bye-bye.